What's up, Dub Nation? That's my very, very unlike E40 voice. And in case you're new here, welcome. First off, welcome all the regulars who are back already in the comments, real quick. And yeah, I'm here to do the play-by-play, in case you didn't know, for tonight. This is like a Manning cast of the Warriors at the Hornets. In the back screen here that I've got, let's take a look at the standings. Let's update this from the last game. 4 games over, but the next up is 9 games over, and that's the Lakers. 6th spot is now 14 games over. We have exactly 10 games left. And as I said before, we could still go 10-0. You never know with our squad. And, of course, the Rockets are only 1 game behind, although we do hold the tiebreaker over them, having beaten them already twice this season. We're going to face them pretty soon. On the docket, first off, Klay Thompson is out tonight, as well as Kuminga. Both have tendonitis in their knees. And let's take a look at the schedule. So we've got Charlotte and then San Antonio, Dallas, Houston. You got basically the Texas triangle, except that's a home game. So not really. And then you have it, the back-to-back right here, which this is the makeup game, I believe, from earlier this season. Yeah, so oh, look at that bucket hat on the last night. So that's our schedule. And let's get the box score for tonight up. So we have some stats in the background. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy day for me. So had to drive some family around. So I'm exhausted already. And but if you go look on our channel, let's refresh. I did 2 gargantuan videos. One of them was the night from Orlando, which is doing pretty well, 26,000 views. And then the other one was the games before that, which I didn't have time to do because this was a back-to-back. So I went with the most recent one, which I think was a good idea. Got 11 different angles of the night from all different points of the arena. And then this one you had GP2 being amongst the people, and then also Neymar with Guy Santos. And so that's Minnesota to Miami as well. So let's put this in the timestamps, which are the last 2 videos behind the scenes. Which one's this one? Let's copy this one. From Orlando and Minny-Miami. This one's pretty nice too. GP2 was by the team bus. Really good footage in there. And be sure to like this video so that we get more people on here. You can see Ruckus already had enough of social media tonight, so he's taking a break from social media. I can understand it, and I really wanted to do an article that was more about the referee Ray Acosta not doing certain things that are in alignment with de-escalation. So you want to hopefully I'll be able to write that article on the website here. So I haven't written anything since a couple nights ago. which happen to talk about the refs at all as well. Anyways, so Klay is out tonight. Bruce is in the house. Some of our regulars. NENRL edits and NBA edits. Katie Boyd. For the love of Del Curry, we got to win this because we got the Houston Rockets nipping at our heels for the last play-in spot. Pretty crazy, isn't it? Arbel is over on Twitch. Good to have you. Bloomer's in the house. Yeah, I am tapped out. I'm a little tapped out. We do have some depth. So your starters tonight per Slater, I don't know. I think with the combination of Klay being out, I think you do have to start Chris Paul. Here are the starters. So we're a little bit bigger with Draymond and at the 4 and Trayce Jackson-Davis at center. So those are our starters. I would have loved to have Moody start, but not going to be the case. But at least our second unit will be a little bit more nimble, you would think, with Brandon, second unit, and by the way, Dario's out as well. So, yeah, we're about to tip off. I'm going to do the play-by-play and analyze some plays as we go and react and so on and so forth. So Trayce Jackson-Davis lining up against Nick Richards. Remember, they've got Miles Bridges, pretty good, Brandon Miller, Trayman, and Micic. Trayce wins the tip, 7:38 mark. So we will start with Chris Paul and Trayce pick and roll. Over to Wiggins, left wing, 3-ball splash. Way to start, Wiggs. Way to start, buddy. Nice. So Steph gets to play the 2 out of the gate. We're in man-to-man. Wiggins against Micic. Oh, he dumps it down to Nick Richards. What a nice pass. These European guards, man, they are ballers. Trayce up top. Steph sets a pick for Chris. Chris comes over, kicks it to Wiggs right side. Looking for Draymond post up. He posts up. He's against Miles Bridges. Over to Steph, over to Wiggins, over to Chris, and Chris throws it away. Oh, my gosh. Just not a good pass at all. All right, Micic against CP gets a switch on the crisscross screen, and Micic pulls up for 3 a little bit right after he got the screen and scores over Wiggins. CP with the very, very blue shoes tonight. Wiggins wide open for 3 again. No good that time. Passed by Draymond it was. And Charlotte brings it up. Over to, they swing. Brandon Miller up top for 3 in and out. Trayce and Nick Richards battled for the rebound, and it bounced into Andrew's hands. And we got Draymond in the low post. Swing it over to Wiggins. He gets fouled on the floor by Micic. And that's 1 foul on them. So side out for us. And Steph and Trayce pick and roll. Swing it over to Chris Paul. Swing it over to Draymond in the corner, short. And Micic crosses over on Chris. He can't stay in front of anybody. And they're going to shoot a three. Trey man for three. Draymond jumps, but it gets tipped out. Over to Brandon Miller, right baseline. Shanked it. Good defense, Steph. And CP gets the swing pass. He's on the left side now. Pick and roll Trayce. Roll to Trayce. He shoots it. No good. Draymond rebound. Good leap. And Trayce supplies a screen on Nick Richards, allowing Draymond to score. Good job, guys. This time, Chris stays in front. Amazing. He stayed in front on that guy, but they swing it over to Miles Bridges, goes down the lane and one against Draymond. So he'll go to the line. Tied at 5 apiece. No, they're up 7-5. The scoreboard was a little late. And Bridges will give the Hornets an 8-5 lead. Steph will bring it up this time. See what we run here. They're in zone. Look at Micic. 2-3 zone. Steph slings it over to Trayce against the zone. What a beautiful goat lefty sling pass. It's a gorgeous pass by Steph. And they hand it off to Micic. Pick and roll. Richards over to Trey Man. Swing pass. 3-ball no good by Man. And CP throws the touchdown pass away. 2 turnovers already. The thing with CP is that you can't be turning it over if you can't stay in front of anybody. Although he stayed in front of one guy so far. I think it was Brandon Miller. Oh, Bridges going to shoot a 3. No good. Good job by Chris. Physicality on the rebound. And he's trying to get Trayce to come and set a pick. Finally gets it. Now you get the roll. Now you kick it. One more kick to Wiggins. Drives down the lane. Scores. All right. CP finally made something happen in a set. Draymond's going to get a steal. Look at those bright teal basketball court. Oh, Wiggins' push shot was short. But Draymond got it, and he kicked it out to Steph, kick it to CP, kick it to Draymond. The ball gets tipped out by Bridges. Now we're down to 4 seconds. Wiggins got to go. Wiggins attacks out to Draymond, and it's a shot clock violation. So if he just made the push shot, can't be passive, Wiggs. So worried about that. And Bridges finds Micic, who could have gone by CP, decided not to. He stepped back. Oh, man. Pull up by Brandon Miller. No good. He wanted a foul. Steph will bring it up. 6:36, 6:35. Steph drives the left side. Got met by 2 guys, but Trayce is there to help. Passed it to Trayce. Trayce scores. Great finish by Trayce, man. And Draymond attacks. Blocked by Trayce. Wiggins left side doubled. So we swing it to CP, but he doesn't move the ball quick enough. Still does a between the legs pass to Trayce on the roll. Scores, and Clifford has to call timeout, as that is an exquisite CP patented scissor legs bounce pass. Wow. You know, like a reverse. Wow. You know, that's one of those passes that I've never done in my life. Amazing pass. That's an unsung play right there. Caused a timeout. We're up 13-8 with exactly 6 minutes to go. Trayce is playing incredible. Yeah, let's if not turn the ball over, guys. But yeah, 2 turnovers, both of them by Chris Paul so far. Oh, yeah, Trayce, huh? Hornets love to watch Steph. Actually, every arena's full. Yeah, Wiggs was aggressive, and then he kind of just had the push shot that wasn't there, and then he can't be dismayed. I feel like he almost gets discouraged. Hopefully not, but keep going. Nicole's in the house. You're surprised Moody isn't starting. It's not as surprising when you consider Klay is out, so that the slower combo of CP-Klay is not available. So then, yeah, just start your best veteran 5. And with that, let's take a look at the play-by-play, because maybe we'll see some subs. Yep. Gary Payton, my favorite right now to close games on defense. Gary Payton's playing great. Trayce is out. Chris Paul's out. So they'll keep those two together. Keep those two together, okay? All right, so Miles Bridges versus Wiggs gets a switch. Miles against Draymond, up top, down low. Fadeaway, fouled by Wiggins. You don't want to foul on a fadeaway, but Wiggins doesn't like the call. And so that's one foul. And by the way, that's Alexei Pokusevsky. I do believe he comes from OKC, right? What is he, 6'10"? A 7-foot skinny guy, only 210 pounds. And Poku NBA, let's get his name. Alexei. Right here. And we'll go PK ref. He shanks a free throw, but we got the rebound. So we'll leave that one up there for later. And we go Steph right hash mark, Draymond pick and roll. He surgically dices the defense. Swing, back to Steph. Over to Wiggins. Late shot clock, right wing, 3, no good. Poku rebound. Brandon's there to provide resistance. So Micic brings it up, and they've got 17 on the shot clock. Miles Bridges easily drives by a bunch of people, but it gets swung back to the top. Over to Miles for 3. Over Draymond, good. So got to be careful with that. Oh, touchdown pass to Draymond, and he scores. Good job, Steph. touchdown pass there. And Micic gets around the corner and hits a banker. I look up and he's shooting a banker. Oh, Steph, dangerous pass, but got it there. So they play hot potato with Draymond, and Draymond finds Steph for 3. And Miles Bridges is going to attack, but then he travels against BP. Good screen by Wiggins on that last one. All right, Moses is in the game. Go down low to Moses, and he kicks it back out to GP2. And Brandon Pajemski is going to go down the lane and miss it, but Looney's there to tip it in. Way to go, Loon. And they swing it over to Micic. Swing it back to Brandon Miller. Wide open over Looney. No good. Moody rebound. Outlet BP. BP looking over to Looney, right wing. Looney looking in, to the corner for Moody. Moody one-on-one poke you, does not go against him. Over to BP, over to Looney. What a cut. Beautiful cut, Looney. Beautiful delivery, BP. And GP's going to cover Micic. Now I got the switch against Mo. GP all over Miles Bridges, so that was good. We like that matchup. Here's Grant Williams. And back out to Poku. Back into Grant. One-on-one Looney. Fakes him. Goes in. Gets bumped. No call. Buzzer shot. No good. Looney rebound. 244, 243, 242. We're up by 8. Steph for 3. In and out dribble way out there against Poku and Grant Williams, and he missed it. Micic pushes. Gary tries to steal it. Doesn't get the steal. Poku misses from 3. BP rebound. BP brings it up, right side, now up top, looking, and he got Steph backdoor. What a pass. Man, BP is built for the long term in our offense, man. And here we go with Brandon Miller up top. Drives on Moody, kick out to Miles. Shoots it over BP. Nope, back rim. But Moody's tip goes right into Miles Bridges' hands, and he kicks it out to Grant Williams. BP way out there by the logo, supplying some good pressure. Stay in front. He does stay in front. Running out of shot clock. Steph knows. Poku shoots an air ball. Great defense by Steph and BP. We stayed in front. Wow. We're seeing some concerted effort to stay in front of guys. That's great to see, man. Great to see it, because earlier in the season, we didn't see that. Yeah, a lot of Steph jerseys. By the way, the latest video that I had, Orlando, you want to see a lot of Steph jerseys? Go watch that video. Tons. Crowd roars with the Steph 3. Don't eat meat? What was that about? Is there an inside joke I'm not aware of? Arbel over there on Twitch. What else is going on? Latrell Powell. Wow. Named after Spreewell, perhaps? Gotta ask, because he's one of my favorite all-time Warriors. Yeah, let's go Jazz, huh? Let's go Utah. Oh, huh? Don't meet on Friday, huh? Okay. Do you like open threes? Depends. Depends who it is. So Steve talked about stunt and fall on the closeout. There's some nice wording there. I forget which, I have the transcription somewhere on the website. Anyways, we're back to action. Gary's in the corner, kicks it over to BP up top. He's one-on-one. He shoots a three with 3 on the clock. No good, but Moody got the rebound. Push shot, air ball. Whoa, man. Grant Williams rebound. So they got their other tall guy, Davis Bertans, in there. I don't notice him because he's wearing the Hannibal Lecter mask. So Miles Bridges inside out, over to Bertans for 3. Man, you know he's going to shoot that. This guy has like 0.1 second release reaction, because you saw it when he played for wherever he's from. I forget. Latvia? I can't remember. Looney gets fouled on the lead pass from BP. Yeah, Bertans is from Davis Bertans. Where would it say this? Here? Wikipedia. Latvia, I got it right. Yeah. A little bit of World Cup watching games paid off. Looney misses another free throw. No, he made it. It went in and out and in, because he's 2 for 2 here. So he's going to make this, because this box score is faster than my stream, plus the extra 30 seconds from the StreamYard over to YouTube. So we're up by 9, 39 seconds to go. Poke you over to, nope, he's stuck there. We're in a bit of a zone, I believe. Yeah. Grant over to, I think that's Miller. No, Man over to, okay, they swing back to Man. Man right baseline, late shot clock. They swing it one more time to Poku. Good defense, BP. Looney rebound with 16 seconds. Good defense, BP. And we got CP, Looney, pick and roll. He gets in the lane, over to BP, in rhythm. Ah, short. So we'll end the quarter holding them to 17 points. Not bad for a team that doesn't have JK or Klay, although neither of those two are known for their defense. Klay, maybe crunch time defense he's good at. He'll power the mind over the body usually in the fourth quarter to make some great stops. So anyway, pretty good defense, all things considered, when you've got a starting lineup that has two guys at 6'2", and one of them has trouble staying in front of anybody because he's super old. Almost 39 years old, Chris Paul is. But yeah, pretty good defense. And we didn't have GP2 do anything spectacular on defense yet. And it's just overall pretty solid. Yeah, let's hope BP does hit the net a couple times. Loon Dog. Oh, wow. The and one sprees. Latrell. Yeah. Those were some kicks, weren't they? Well, let's go Jazz. Oh, man, I can't believe we're scoreboard watching. And not only that, we're scoreboard watching the team that's behind us this late in the season. Sheesh. Where's that Jazz game on here? Over here some more. There it is. All right, so that starts at 6:30 our time. And my time here in the cold Bay Area. Cold and rainy, as you can see. It's freezing in here. I had to go get the space heater once again. It feels like we're in the dead of, January, February here. A couple of those live streams where I froze to death. All right, we're back to action. I see Dean has a question about the CBA. We'll come back to that. Keep the blue and gold hearts up there. Kick it up top to Grant Williams. He fakes out Wiggins rather easily and then drives in, scores, and Wiggins hits the ball on his head as he bit on that one. Not a good bite on that one. All right, I think Moody fouled him. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's got one foul. So what's the question? Are we able to offer a similar salary for a different player? We can trade a player out, and if salaries have to match. But we're over the cap, so as far as free agents, forget it. Unless we clear the cap first with I don't know. Definitely CP's contract involved in that. But anyways, Moody misses a three. They get the rebound. And it's over to Bertans. Oh, he turns the corner. Oh, crazy skip pass behind the head. And then Grant Williams holds it and waits for the handoff to Bertans. Then he dribbles around again and BP fouls him. Bertans, the most active player on the floor right now. What the hell? If that's the case, we're in trouble. What the hell? You got Hannibal Lecter running around out there. Oh, my goodness. What the hell? That was absolutely ridiculous. You should just watch the replay on that. I love Davis Bertans, though. He's a bulldog, man. He's looking like Steph Curry activity out there in the Hannibal Lecter mask. Hilarious. Well, it wasn't the most obvious foul, but I don't know. I don't want to look at every replay, I'll be here all day looking at replays on those. They get the call. Everybody gets those calls except Steph Curry for whatever reason. Anyways, Wiggins over to BP. BP got a running start on the cut over to Moody on the baseline. Oh, what a pass to Trayce. Trayce finishes. What a pass. It was like a blind pass almost. Nice drop pass. And he finished. Oh, and then they lose the ball. Moody steals it easily. BP scores. Youngster break. You love it. I want to do that as an unsung play, but they stole the ball really easily to us. So it wasn't like we created it as much as they screwed up. I think I missed the first part. Bertans misses a 3. CP brings it up. We're up 10. And we got 10, 14, 10, 13, 10, 12, 10, 11, 10, 10. Wiggins in the post, back out. Swing to BP. Drives the lane. Wiggins wide open. Moody even more open. Got the 3. Hey, youngster ball movement. With CP involved, of course. After many passes, I'm going to call that an unsung play right now. And then Brandon Miller misses. BP rebound over to CP, brings it up. Probes, finds Wiggins. Wiggins can't hold on to it, and he saves it right to Davis Bertans. Damn it. Bertans behind the back over to Man, who good defense by BP causes them to get back to the half court, but Bertans is going to fire away, and he scores. So Wiggins ruined the momentum right there. Come on, man. And CP finds Wiggins for 3, and he comes right back with a splash from the corner, makes up for it. So, all right, I'll take it. Trade 3s to make up for it. And CP knocks the ball out. Corner side inbound. Bertans, yeah, Bertans. He's a shooter, man. If he's moving like this, man, I'd love to have him on the Warriors. I don't know about his defense, though. Anyways, Nick Richards attacks and scores on Trayce. Just beat him. I think Trayce has trouble on those little drives like that. Wiggins attacks, knocked out by Bertans, and it's Hornets ball. You should have seen Bertans in the World Cup. Man, Latvia didn't have anybody, and he knew it. And everybody on Latvia, they knew it. So he fired away. So he's all game, he's firing away, and it's just like, whoa. It's like if Klay played in, Grant Williams inside post-up bucket. If Klay played on the Bahamas and there was like nobody healed, no Eric Gordon, how would you picture Klay? Anyways, Moody attacks, gets blocked by Brandon Miller. Here comes Trey Mann. And he's trying to get by CP. Stayed in front. Over to Grant Williams. He's feeling hot. Missed it. Oh, my God. Chris Paul stayed in front of Trey Mann. That's twice. He's dedicated, or maybe he was injured. I don't know. He just hasn't been able to stay in front of people normally. Now Chris gets a 3 in the corner. No good. Moody rebound. Tight ropes the baseline. Over to Trayce. Over to Wiggins. Shoots it. Nope. Bricked it. Bertans again with the rebound, running everywhere. Chris crosses with Man, kicks out to Brandon, missed a 3. Chris Paul rebound. We're up by 9. And he slows it down, crossing half court now. 7:23, 7:22, 7:21. And he crosses over Trey Mann, gets to the elbow, kicks it to Mo, but he throws it away. That's his 3rd turnover. Unbelievable. Steph checks in with 7:16. That'll give him 18 minutes. And we're going to need him tonight without Klay and without Kuminga. Going to need him to go more 36 than 32 minutes, obviously. So Chris takes a seat. Didn't play bad. It's just those 3 turnovers. Did they get all 3? Yep, they got all 3. He's got 5 rebounds and 3 assists. So, but no points. 0 for 1 on 3s. Are we in zone? No, we're in man. Brandon Miller for 3. Oh, and ball bounces right back to Brandon. Yeah, high school coaches would be kicking their chairs. Bertans gets the ball to roll in from 3. Only up 6. Steph will call timeout. 6:46 to go. Only up 6. Yeah. Let me clip that last 3 by Bertans. Let's see what happened there. Plus the rebound or lack thereof. That wasn't pretty. And we'll clip it and see what's up with our guys. But went a little bit too far on the recording. Let's see here. Yeah, believe it or not, Brandon Pajemski did not rebound, and it went right to him. And then Wiggins didn't close on Bertans. Lester Quinones was scheduled to sub in. For whom, I wonder. But yeah, let's get that clip over here to the main screen right here. But you ball watch, and you're going to make a mistake if you just ball watch in the modern NBA. Okay. Okay, so here we go with that last play. I mean, it's you saw it. I mean, your eyes didn't deceive you. We stood around and we watched the ball. Let's quickly look at that before we get the ball inbounded again. But yeah, so we're gonna watch the ball right here. And look at BP. He's watching the ball. Very un-BP like, right? He's just watching it there, and he's not going after it. And then they swing it around to Bertans. Now they're in scramble mode. He's wide open, and Wiggins recognizes it too late. So we're back to action, and Moody will hit a 3 immediately. Let me see if I can watch that play on my slower laptop. Yeah, I think it was just bad defense by Charlotte because we had them on their heels. Anyways, Miles Bridges attacks, and it's a late whistle. I don't know who's it on. Is it on Draymond? Wiggins with 1, Draymond with 1, Gary, Brandon, and Moses. So that one was either on Gary or Draymond, but they have 1. And Miles Bridges hits the first. We are up by 8. So thanks to the timeout, we were up by 6. Moody hit a 3. And Miles hits both free throws. So we're up by 7. Steph brings it up, 6-12, 6-11, 6-10. GP2, screen and roll. Over to Draymond, upstairs to GP, scores! Tic-tac-toe. What a play design. Beautiful. Steph, Dray, GP2, tic-tac-toe. And Miles Bridges is going to shoot a 3. His foot was on the line. Lester got a rebound. And gives it to Steph. Steph goes by Davis. And Dray delivers to Lester, shoots a three, no good. Bridges rebound, brings it up. 5:34 to go. Bertans will fire that, and he does, and he hits it. And Chris Weems yells at his own bench, telling everybody, guys, you can't. He does that. Should have seen the World Cup. And Steph and Draymond play hot potato over to Lester. Come on, make up for it. Nope, short. Lester can't make up for that. They go touchdown pass to Miles, but Steph steals it. Stripped Miles Bridges. Good job, Steph. And we advance it to Draymond, back to Steph. Fakes a three, goes around the hips, and Draymond finds GP2 at the last moment. Wow, what a sequence by Steph. Amazing. And it's a handoff to Micic. Way to stay in front, Lester. Over to Miles, misses a three, but he got his own rebound, and Draymond fouls him. Probably a good idea because, and look at Steve. Steve's like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You gotta find him. Yeah, Draymond just watched the ball again, but it wasn't like, I mean, you should kind of go out to Miles Bridges and kind of box him out a little bit. And he missed it, and then Draymond can't come up with the rebound. So it goes to Grant Williams, and Poku travels. Thank goodness. What was that? Yeah, my phone just decided to jump off the cliff there. All good. Steph and Trayce, pick and roll, right side. Sling past the GP, catch and shoot. Three ball, no good. Lester almost rebound. Nope. Out to Miles. Oh, what a pass to Poku. But GP2 disrupts it from behind. And then Draymond throws it away. Come on, Dray. That's like three straight bad sequences for him. Oh, man. What the heck? What just happened? I got to replay that on my 4 team fouls. Nope, they're in the bonus already. Wow. What is Draymond doing right now? I don't like it when Fitz says stuff like, this should be a 15, 20-point lead. Nah, don't be jinxing us like that. The basketball gods don't like that. Don't be saying that. It is what it is. Modern NBA. This is not the 2000s anymore. Grant Williams misses, and we finally boxed out and got a rebound on a free throw. Steph will bring it up against Brandon Miller. 334, 333, 332, still dribbling out the clock, basically. I don't know what's going on here. Pick and roll Trayce over to Wiggins now with 3 seconds. One of the worst possessions we've had all day, and he misses the push shot. What was that? Man. Miles Bridges downhill. Wiggins is, nope, can't block it from behind, and he scores. Jeez, man. Steph with a dangerous sling pass to Chris Paul. Swing it over to Draymond. He attacks Poku. Misses a jump hook. Trayce blocks Grant. Great job. And Wiggins gets downhill. We'll draw a foul on Grant Williams. That's an unsung play because it stopped their momentum. That's my vote for unsung play. We're going to get a timeout, probably by the Hornets, 43-38, 2:46. And what do we got here? We'll get, by the way, we'll get the legendary JD John Dickinson probably at halftime. We need JTA. I would say we need like a 6'9" JTA if there was one. Someone who can snuff out the point of attack. Number one, hit some threes. Okay. Getting to watch Wiggs take over in person. Oh, cool. You were there. All right. Well, we were up by 5. Oh, just got to win the game. Doesn't matter if it's by, 1 point. Just got to win it any way you can. Doesn't matter that it's Charlotte. None of that matters. Just win a basketball game tonight in any way you can. Oh, Seth is not dressed tonight. I didn't know that. Otherwise, the background wouldn't have Seth. Wiggins will make – no, we in and out the second one. Dang, man. Just when you thought. All right, Micic against Wiggins. Obviously, we're giving Micic a lot of respect, putting Wiggins on him. And he'll get us pick and roll Grant over to Brandon Miller. Williams wide open and reverse layup. Miles Bridges just past Trayce. Now we're only up 4 with the missed free throw. Chris Paul walks it up. Micic on him. Trayce is there. What are we doing? Over to Steph with 10 on the clock. Over to Trayce. Down low to Draymond. Shovel past Steph. He's got to do something. Goes in there. Tough scoop. Gets blocked. And it's Charlotte ball, and our offense looks like crap right now. We're walking the ball up, and we have a smaller team, and we're walking the ball up. That makes no sense. Steve looks confused by it as well. Anyways, Brandon Miller goes to Grant Williams, who travels. So luckily Grant's made a couple of mistakes. Let's see. All right, Wiggins this time gets in the lane over to Draymond, gets in the lane, and it's an alley-oop to Trayce. But it's going to be a charge. Oh, my God. Charge on Draymond. Looks like Grant Williams took the charge. So now that's 3 fouls on Draymond. So that's a big play. Well, good defense. Pretty good move by Dray. And it'll be Micic for 3. Air ball, thank goodness. It's a good thing this team makes a lot of mistakes like that, whether it's a turnover, traveling here, traveling there. We're going to go Wiggins with the small signal, but it's not an inverted screen. It's just a screen with Trayce. So that's not the official signal. And Steph misses a 3. Wiggins got a rebound. Bounce of the ball over to Chris Paul 3. Finally, Chris. The clock screws up. You're supposed to stop clock on a made bucket with 1 minute left. So the ref is going to reset that clock to 1 minute. Or is he happy with, okay. Was that 59.2? Took him a while to type in 100 enter or edit 100 enter. Anyways, Grant Williams against Trayce. Shovel past Micic, drives the lane. We got switch. Chris Paul trying to hold on to Grant as much as he can, and that creates a three-pointer for Brandon Miller. So, yeah. That sucks. And Steph, pick and roll with Trayce, 3-ball, no good. Bounces out to Micic. They're on the run, 3-on-2. Micic behind the back. Tries to pass it to Miller, but Steph got a hand on it. But that was a 2-for-1 attempt by Steph, and didn't work. So he's now 1-for-4. And they're going to baseline inbound. Micic looking for Brandon Miller in the corner with Wiggins on him. Trayce is there. Now he's doubled. Now he shoots it, and he hits it. We're only up 2. Oh, man. CP will walk it up. 16, 15, 14. No shot clock. 12, 11, 10. Can we go now? Well, we're going to purposely not go yet. Steph was way on the baseline. Finally gets it from a screen from Trayce and fakes it. Flyby. Shoots a 3 at the buzzer. Good. So we walk into halftime up by 5. So we'll just wait for the legendary JD John Dickinson. Hopefully he'll be on here in a minute. GP2 is going to talk at halftime here.
We in there to try to, finish on.
Well, what are your thoughts on the offense going forward here? Obviously, the shooting hasn't been exactly what you guys are used to seeing, but hey, this is the kind of game it is, and this is the NBA. Anybody can beat you if you give a chance.
Absolutely. We got fine shooters. First hand had 4 quick ones. I think that's what kept them in the first half, and we clean that up and make them dribble, make him dribble the score or dribble the pass or whatever we got to do. Just got to make him put it on the ground. And then offensively, we're moving the ball great. We're getting open looks. We're making the defense work. And we're swing, find an open guy, and knock down shots. So we can continue to do that and get shots on the other end. We'll be in a good spot.
Now you have a chance to hold a team under 103 straight games on this road trip. A little bit of a goal for the second half.
Absolutely. If we do that, we'll put ourselves in a great position to come out with the win tonight.
Gee, thanks for stopping, man. Appreciate it, sir. GP2, one of our favorites, the Warrior lead.
I think we'll just take it. We're up by 5. No JK, no Klay. I would have taken that before tip off. Happy with it. Yeah, so if we just pay more attention to Bertans or whoever happens to be hot, we gotta stop guys from getting 4 threes in a half. It's just been a thing with the modern NBA with the pace of the game and it just feels like guys forget because they're running around all over the place trying to play defense and chase people, that it takes up your brain power. The weird part, I think, is the offensive possessions where we're just walking around. At least 2 times now. All right. The legendary JD John Dickinson joins us again. Welcome, JD.
Hey, what's going on, Rich? How are you?
Oh, yeah, a little bit colder and a little bit more wet here in the Bay. How about yourself? Staying dry?
Yeah, trying to stay dry, no question, and trying to see if the Warriors can figure out a way to slog their way through. Not a lot of energy from the Warriors. I thought they were pretty focused at the beginning. That the defense was pretty good, but they're also facing some offensively challenged teams on this trip, which I think has contributed somewhat to the better defense. I think they're just playing teams that don't hit the open shots that the Warriors tend to give. And I think that's really been a benefit. But focus, I think, in the right place for the most part. Energy not always there. And, when you take away a couple of big scorers like Kuminga and Klay Thompson, I think this game just becomes a slog. No excuses. Yeah. They need to win it. It's an embarrassment if they somehow can't in the second half figure out a way to win it. But that doesn't mean it's going to be pretty. And the first half really wasn't pretty for the Warriors, even when they built that 13-point lead.
Yeah, it was a little odd to see I felt like that offensive rebound that kind of just bounced right in front of really where Podziemski should be boxing out his man. And then that kind of, after that happened, everything kind of just got a little bit uglier. And then, did you notice on offense, like I think twice, either CP or Steph is just sort of dribbling, and suddenly you've got like 10 seconds left on the shot clock to do something. So those were really strange.
Yeah, they had a stretch of I don't know, 4 or 5 possessions it basically in a row after they got up 13, where Charlotte had cut it to 36-30, and then Curry kind of came back in at the back end of that stretch. Draymond came in at the back end of that stretch, but there were they didn't get good looks. They just seemed a little unsure of what they wanted to do, and I think some of that could be just different combinations. I know Steve Kerr always talks about the combinations of players. And not having Klay late, who was was anticipated he was going to play in this game, but then he ends up being a late scratch. I think it does throw things a little bit off. At least it can, in terms of the groups that are out there on the floor playing together, maybe being different than what they practiced. Yeah,
definitely different identity for tonight, but someone's gonna have to pick up the slack, and hopefully Wiggins will get back on track. He started out pretty aggressive, and then it seemed like missed the push shot, and then it was
team high 9 for Wiggins, even though he didn't play great. I mean, that kind of that really is, I think, an indicator of just how the half was overall. But I'm with you. He hit 2 threes, which saved him. But other than the 2 threes, I don't think he had a good half. And, he short-armed that little easy one early. He threw the ball away with the shot clock running out. Like, it was – there were some this is a bad Wiggins kind of a night plays. But he always tends to have a decent night when he can at least make a couple of threes. And I think that's a sign that maybe bodes well, the 2 for 4 from 3-point range. And look, the Warriors have needed it. If he's over 2 instead of 2 for 4, the Warriors are behind in this game.
And it's crazy. Chris Paul, 3 very uncharacteristic turnovers as well. So, yeah, I think it's just, the absence of Klay last minute kind of threw it for a loop. So they're still adjusting to that, if you will.
Still adjusting. And I think, again, I do think, and I've said this a few times on the KNBR show, Dubs OT, I think you can't underestimate just the every other day nature. I mean, it was something that I brought up with you a couple of times, and I bring it up almost every night, and was doing it maybe a week beforehand, really from the night that Steph came back in LA a couple of weeks ago now, 2 weeks from tomorrow, or 2 weeks ago tomorrow. It's 17 in 30 nights, and it's every other night or a back-to-back. And so I think that with the travel, I think Draymond looks sluggish. I thought Curry didn't look like he was. moving well.
And Steph, yeah.
In the first half. And so I think, it just that nature of it with more of a veteran team, I do think is potentially problematic. Although I'll say this, I think the Warriors are fortunate in a sense. I would rather see a team play the lesser opponents, no disrespect to Charlotte or San Antonio. And we know San Antonio can beat the Warriors because they did it 3 weeks ago. But I would much rather play those teams at the end of the trip as opposed to other teams at the beginning. You got no shot if you're tired against Minnesota and Miami and Orlando at the end of the trip. You got no shot. So I think tonight, like I said, hasn't been pretty, but I think they have enough to be able to figure out a way to get this win, and then just got to figure out a way to do it again. Hopefully they get some reinforcements back. I do think it's a little concerning that this Kuminga thing has lingered beyond one game. I know Steve Kerr had mentioned tendinitis. That hasn't been on the official injury report, but he used that term. And so I think even for the young players, even for a guy like Kuminga, I think as this is really his first go playing 25 to 30 every single night without fail. And I think you could make the case that it's taken a little bit of a toll on his body, even being one of the younger players. It's not just the OGs that it hurts. And I think Kuminga is somebody that, I don't think he's looked lethargic or anything like that, but when you don't go through playing the every other day schedule, it's something that your body, I think, has to adjust to even at 21 years old. All
right. So, coming into the second half, what would you go with? You stick with the same starters, or the obvious? Everybody wants Moody to start. any comment section you go to, you're going to get votes for Moody. So your thoughts on second half?
Yeah, I would stick with it. I think starting Chris Paul over Moody or Podziemski. I mean, that is something that we're going to talk about on the Dubs OT show after the game. I think the learning about Klay being out so close to tip off, I think at that point it's like, all right, I'm going to go with the veteran. I'm going to go with the guy that started thousands of NBA games throughout his career and play him next to Steph. I think that was as simple as that. I also think without Kuminga, the Warriors have more guards than wings. And so I think you start Trayce Jackson-Davis, but then with Wiggins out there that you're going to have to play Moody a little bit and GP2 more minutes. So I think having them off the bench to help soak up some of the Kuminga minutes, I think that's probably why Steve in part had separated it. Yeah. And so, I don't really think there was anything. Moody played well enough to where I think if he continues that in the second half, he's going to make a case to finish the game tonight. But for who? Because Wiggins is their leading scorer and Trayce Jackson-Davis has played well, and Steph and Draymond are going to be out there. And so it becomes a question of, do they want to finish with a guy like Moody or maybe over somebody like Chris Paul? And, that's where it can get a little bit dicey. But I like what I saw from Moody from an energy standpoint. And from even a little bit of a shot-making standpoint, which hasn't always been there. He hit 2 of 3 from 3, which, as we often talk about, is part of the reason why it's harder for Steve to get him out there as much as maybe he wants to.
Yeah, and finally, like the closing unit, I do like in the last game and in Minnesota, even though that was a loss, things weren't clicking, and they only got like 5 out of the last 11 possessions were stops in Minnesota, but GP2 was part of that. And I kind of like GP2 closing, but then also you wonder if it's going to be Trayce and Draymond or just Draymond closing. So those are some unknowns that I look forward to seeing how it plays out. Any thoughts on those?
Yeah, if it's Trayce and Draymond, then again, Steph is going to be out there, And you have to start asking the question, is Wiggins going to be out there? I think Wiggins probably is going to be out there. And so then it becomes GP or Moody. And basically they've played GP at the 4. Like he was the first, he was subbed in for Trayce. So basically they moved Draymond to the 5 and put Peyton at the 4. Moody was out there with Chris Paul and Pajemski. And so they've really used Peyton, I think, and they've leaned on Peyton a little more these last couple of games for Kuminga specifically. So I think if it's Draymond and it's Trayce Jackson-Davis at the end, it probably wouldn't be Peyton, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to need closer to 20 minutes from Peyton. 9 in the first half. I really feel like they don't, Rich, want to play him more than about 15 to 17, but I think they know they really, really, really need him right now without Kuminga, and so they're leaning on him a little bit more and may have to dial it back in terms of some of the minutes in some of these other games. It's a definite balancing act, I feel like, for Steve Kerr right now.
All right. Well, thanks, JD. Let everybody know where to find you.
Yeah, at KMBR, our YouTube show. We're going live right at the final horn. At KMBR, YouTube, Twitch. We're on the Twitter stream as well. And the show's podcasted tonight because of the Giants. We're not going to be on the radio, but we are going to be going live immediately at the end of the game. And then tomorrow, we've got our Just Dub show, live show on the radio and all these other platforms from 10 a.m. until noon. That also gets podcasted out, and you can watch it if you want on YouTube. So a lot of great Warriors coverage and content all throughout the weekend. Watch Rich, watch us, myself and Greg Silver, who does an excellent job as well. And we got you covered here all weekend long.
All right. Thank you so much. The legendary JD John Dickinson of KMBR here with us again for halftime. So we'll see you in a couple nights. Warriors against the Spurs, same time.
Thanks, Rich.
48 hours. All right, take care. All right, thank you, JD. We're almost back to action. Good to have everybody in the comments. Let's present the screen again. We got box score there. My space heater is working, so I'm hot now. So, this is going to be an interesting second half. Here we go. We are in action. Brandon Miller, too easy. Just dribble into the lane and popped it. Like, yo, what's up with that? And Steph gets a layup, surgical layup. Let's see. All right. And a bad pass by Trayman over to Steph. Steal, easy steal. Well, call it medium. Pretty good steal. You got to give Steph credit for reading that the whole way. CP, one-on-one, Miles Bridges. Takes a baseline jumper after faking a handoff to Draymond. There you go. Do more of that, please. And it's going to be Brandon Miller. Blocked by Wiggins. There you go, Wiggs. And he loses the ball, and Draymond catches it, and out to CP. He's looking for Steph. Gets the step and throws it away. 4th turnover. Unbelievable. And it's going to be a foul. Miles Bridges could have easily been an and one. Unbelievable. CP raises his hand, says, my bad. Oh, my God. Wow. Miles Bridges, lefty free throw, no good. So 10:28 to go, up by 7. And he hits the second free throw, so we're only up by 6. Whoops. Wiggins gets a pick from Trayce, getting downhill, stops and kicks it to Steph, wide open. There you go. Some of the easiest plays. You just got to. All right. Up top, got man, pick and roll, Nick Richards. Crosses over, bad crossover, turns it over again. Not a good game by him. Chris Paul stops and kicks it to Wiggs for 3. Missed it. Golly. Micic attacks and gets a foul call. Crossed over CP again, too easily. Man, I don't know. I'm telling you, Bruce. Is Bruce still on here? Let's check. At B. Yeah, Bruce is still on. Yeah, Bruce, you know me. I have my reservations about the defense of the Hall of Famer. Oh my gosh. Golly. I could have crossed over CP on that one. That was, what the heck, man? But we're up by 8 despite it all. Steph over to CP, over to Trayce up top, Wiggs left hash mark. Draymond comes up on a screen. Inverted screen by Steph. Flares out for 3. In and out. Miles Bridges on the run. 1-on-2, though. Good pressure by CP. Kick it. Brandon Miller gets by Wiggs. That should not happen. Brandon Miller gets by Wiggs? Come on. CP gets in the paint over to Wiggins. Reverse layup, good. Finally. All right. And now it's Trayman, and Dray gets beaten by baseline by Bridges, but Bridges throws up a crazy English layup, but hustles to get a rebound. Over to Micic, wide open. No good. Steph got the outlet. Pointing for Trayce. Trayce mid-post. Gets a screen. Spins around. Kick. One more kick to Steph. Shoots it. Missed it. Wow. Man, we had him, but we couldn't capitalize. Man. And Brandon Miller misses a 3. Thank God. Wiggins is wide open on a touchdown pass. Timeout Clifford as, oh, it's an and 1. My bad. It's not a timeout. The whistle occurred, and it will be a foul? No, a timeout. It is a timeout. Yeah, it is an and 1, looking at the replay. Up by 10, 8:09. 8:09 to go. Oh, man. Bruce mentioning that CP3 is on pace for the quintuple nickel. Unfortunately, one of those is turnovers. Rebounds, assists, points. He's not going to get it by steals, though. So it's just going to be a triple nickel. No, quadruple nickel. Anyway. CP 555, yeah. I know, really. Wiggs, just attack, please. JD has a schedule trick? Huh. What is that? Never heard of that. Have to remember that for next time. But yeah, anyway, we're playing pretty well. Actually, Hornets are playing pretty bad. Missing easy shots, throwing the ball away. Thank goodness for Draymond's 2 turnovers in how many minutes? 2 turnovers in 4 minutes. Because he's got 3 turnovers. And as the point guard, or, you know, one of the 2 ball handlers on the floor running things, you can't be throwing the ball away 3 times, just like we can't be doing it 4 times, but we'll take it. We're up by 10 and a chance to go up by 12 with 1 free throw for Wiggs. And then just take care of business, please. Just stay in front. Stay in front of everybody. Look at old Steph, or young Steph, here on the highlights. They're showing when he scored 40-ish. Oh, cool. To check that out. Man, that's some craziness. JD John Dickinson can do that? Memorize the schedule like that? That's amazing. All right, they're showing Del Curry, who's the color commentator for the Hornets. Wiggins hits. All right. And now Steph, good pressure, knocks the ball out. Brandon Miller will inbound. Man, they really got nobody. Who did they give up for Gordon Hayward? Or who did they get? Anyway, swing over to man for 3. Good. Why are we off balance there? Oh my God, dude. Are we in zone? Feels like we're in zone. Huh. And Steph gets in the lane, floater good. And they kick it to the corner, wide open. Miles Bridges misses. Oh my gosh. Steph trying to get the move, and he scores in a very acrobatic banker. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. 3 ball for Draymond, no good. Let's get out of this crappy zone, man. Man gets the rebound. Over to Micic. This is just awful defense, but they're missing everything. Thank goodness. All right, CP finagles a foul. He gets one of those every game. How is that not a foul? Steph. Like, everybody else gets those. Wow, man. Wow. I like that it's a no call. I don't like it that it's a no call because everybody else gets the call. What the hell is up with that, Fitz? You're supposed to mention that. What is this? Defensive 3 seconds, I believe, on the Hornets. So Steph will get a free throw. I mean, we literally just got called that last game. That was the whole basis of, come on, Fitz. We literally lost Draymond last game because of it. People forget that. He was arguing that exact call. Golly, come on, guys. And Wiggins will get a call attacking Brandon Miller. 3 team fouls, 6:39 to go, and they're going to call it a shooting foul. We got one of those, finally. And, oh my gosh. Hayward for Man and Bertans. Thanks. Wow. Man, that's let's get a draft pick or two and clear out some salary. Hayward for Man and Bertans. Jeez. You better get some picks and some money out of that, or space out of that. Micic inside the Richards. Trayce blocks it. Wiggins rebound. I think it was Trayce. Might have been Dray. And Trayce gets it right back from Wiggs. Timeout Clifford. 71-54, 619. 71-54, 619. Yeah. Andrew Wiggins playing like the #1 draft pick. Well, I don't know. Maybe a #7 draft pick. I don't know. No, I guess #7 draft picks play better than #1 draft picks, technically. Anyway, who got the block? Let's look at the play-by-play. See who officially got it, and it was Draymond. All right, whole mess of bodies in there. I can tell. So basically, so when you say playing like a #1 pick, he could play better. He could play like a #7 pick. Yeah, refs don't call those hip check ones. I know, right? I don't get it. All right. Believe Wiggins is better than we think. Yeah, he does need to unleash it. All right. So we're up by 17. Micic behind the back. Loses the ball to Wiggins. Wiggins. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks, Micic. And then it's Steph and Micic will do a jump ball. What the hell? What are you doing, Steph? Same thing. Steph almost got his ankle jammed. Jeez. Careful, bro. Well, going to be a jump ball with Trayce? Okay. Are we getting away with this? How come Trayce? What? Okay, Trayce was in there. Good job, Trayce. I didn't even know how he did that. Tips it out to Steph, who nearly travels. Wow. Kicks it to Draymond up top. He attacks. Back to Trayce. What a catch. And he misses. Third time's good. What a weirdo sequence, but we'll take it, man. And Brandon Miller, kick out. Poke you for 3. Wide open, short. Online, but short. Oh, Miller, another rebound, and then he hits the next one. Why just get out there, Brandon? Close out, man. What the hell? Steph and Draymond connect. So that's good. Right back. Micic scores. What the heck, guys? Do we have any semblance of defense? Touchdown pass to Wiggins. Kicks it out to Steph. Steph, goat layup. And we kick it to Brandon Miller for 3. That's because Steph fell down on the layup, so it was 5-on-4 the whole way. Steph over to Trayce. And Banker no good. Put back good. This is nuts, Trayce. Wiggins holds Brandon Miller. No call. Amazing. BP finally stays in front of Micic. And it ends up with Nick Richards. Offensive rebound and 1 against Trayce. But we were up 17, so now we're going to be up 15. Or is it 17? Yeah, up 15. Wiggins looks winded. 8 straight minutes play. GP comes in. Looney comes in. Oh, excuse me. 4:01 to go. Next time out, I got to do restroom break. Draymond sits. Let's go back to the box score. Nick Richards, no good, but Miles Bridges hustled on that rebound. Come on. I mean, it's the, and then they score. Good Lord. Well, that was just Bridges out athleticizing Looney. CP way out there. We're only up by 13 now. And he gets to the elbow, shoots it at the free throw line. Good. Thank goodness. That stopped some momentum. All right. Kick it over to Brandon Miller for 3. No good. Gary tracks it down. Here comes Chris Paul. Finds Gary. Blew a layup. Micic. Gary hustles back. 4-on-5. Now 5-on-5. Micic gets past Gary, reaches in. What are you doing? Stay in front, please. Our ability to stay in front is now like 60%. If it goes down to 50, we're in trouble. So let's see. Moody in. Maybe he can stay in front. Now it's man up top. Bridges. Moody stays in front. Thank you. Kicks it out to Grant. Over Looney. No good. Thank you, Moses. See how easy the game is? I mean, it's not easy to stay in front. I'm just saying. The formula is not complicated. Moody now 1-on-1. Has to create something. Finds GP2 on the back door. Slam with the slap of the backboard. Yes, sir. That's an unsung play, man. Unsung play right there. Puts us up by 17. Maybe gives us a spark. No. Bridges comes back with a jump hook. CP. Inside to Looney. Extra pass, he threw it out of bounds. Oh, man. Well, that was an ugly turnover, but anyways, just don't foul and stay in front. 14 fouls. Don't foul, stay in front. Up by 15. And then let Steph close out the game. Grant finds Miles inside. GP fouls him. He just kind of got the position against Moses. Moses has the toughest assignment out there. Good play design. Not much you can do there, especially if Miles Bridges is technically bigger than Moses. So, don't like a linebacker. Goes to the line. I mean, I can see why the Hornets would look the other way on his, criminal history, shall we say. He's a physical specimen. I mean, basketball-wise, he's got the LeBron body minus 2 inches. 83-69 timeout. 142 Q3. So, who called the timeout? Was that Steve or... they're both Steves. So was that Kerr? Yeah. Kerr called timeout. 142 to go. Moody time. Trayce piling up the rebounds. Just 5? Feels like way more than 5. Like he got 2 of them on one possession. What? Sarge is actually injured. Sore knee as well. Pacers leading against LaQueen. Hilarious. And with the breaking news, let's go to Pinky. Yeah, right now the Pacers are leading against LaQueen. Can you imagine? They actually said that. 7 for 11, though, Trayce. I like this TJD kid. Wow, we are above 50 likes. Amazing. Wow, that's great, guys. That's so great. I'm going to put some emojis in there. Oh, Miles Bridges misses. Where are some good emojis? Crap. I gotta go do the play-by-play. Chris Paul over to Moody for 3. Got it and 1. Moody stays ready. Moody stays ready. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Moody. Yes, sir. Moody. Moody and 1 on the 3 against Miles Bridges. Yes, sir. So happy about the likes. I actually did that. Good screen by Looney. Moses. Making things happen. 127, 126, 125. Grant Williams. Looney up top. Looking for Trayman. CP overruns him. Shoots a 3. No good. Looney rebound. Man, I don't like CP's defense, but whatever. CP against Trayman. Handoff to Moody. Good defense, Miles Bridges. Stolen by Poku. One-on-one BP. BP tries to take a charge, but they don't bite. The refs don't bite on that. And now we got CP walking it up, dribbling out the clock again. But he's going to target 35 seconds. 42, 41, gets a screen. GP over to Looney, dunk. Man, I like GP. He's so good, dude. And 3-ball by Trey Man, no good. Try to get the 2-for-1. So there's, 5-second differential. CP will walk it up and just burn it until the end of the shot clock, which is now at 10, 9, 8, 5-second differential. Pick and roll GP. In and out dribble. Over to Looney. Looney looking for a handoff. Now he's got to shoot it, and it's a brick against Grant. 3, 2, 1. Miles Bridges. Logo. Back rim, no good. Take an 18-point lead. 18-point lead into the fourth. Polkashevsky. Moody. Only one mistake by Moody tonight, and that was the actually it was pretty damn good defense by Miles Bridges. Very physical defense. But yeah, Moody has 10 points off the bench, 17 minutes played right here. 3 for 4 on threes. He stays ready. Oh, I better do restroom break. Be right back.
It's never been easier to put on your shoes and help press in at the same time. With new Nestle Skechers Oxford Sport Slippers, just slip them and go. And for every pair sold, Skechers makes a donation to help pets in need. And they've already helped save over 2 million pets.
When trucks are what you do truck life better than anyone else. You do trucks that win by breaking every rule of what a truck should be. Oreb. Trucks are what we do.
All right. Back in time. Cool. BP needs to have a steal and a block and go 2. Yeah, that would be crazy, huh? 2, 2, 2, 2. All right. All right, back to action. We post up CP. He's doubled, but he kept the ball, so it's now single. And he hits the baseline jumper. Old school CP3 style. Those are so annoying if you're the recipient of those. And man tries to get past Moody, and he gets it, and Moody has to foul Grant Williams. And we were off balance right from the get-go when CP and Moody converged on one guy. So that wasn't good. Yeah, that part was not good at all. All right, so he hits both, and they're down by 18. Trayce, Grant, handoff, BP, left side against Bertans. Over to Chris Paul, left wing with 9 on the shot clock. Over to BP, he attacks, kicks it to Wiggins, wide open 3, no good, but Trayce, another rebound put back. Trayce, man. Wow, Trayce. He's all over the place. But Trayman gets downhill and scores again. Was that on CP again? Oh my God. Say it ain't so. It is absolutely so. Jeez, man. But CP goes up top to Trayce. I guess we can just keep trading 2 for 2. Grant Williams, speaking of which, hits a 3. Well, my stream is behind, so you can't blame me for the jinx there. It already happened, technically. Unless the future rewrites the past. Wiggins over to BP. They left him wide open. Good cut by BP. I don't know what Bertans was doing. Trying to help out on Wiggs. Kick out to Grant inside to Bertans. Good help by Trayce. Made a miss. But how did he get open? Was it because of Chris Paul again? Yes, it was because man got by Chris Paul. And we dribble it around or pass around a few times. We're down to 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins has to manufacture a baseline jumper. It's a swish. He now has 18, 6 for 13 shooting. And we're up by 21, just slowly. They do a screen and Miles Bridges over to Grant Williams, corner. Good hustle, Trayce. Goes back to man. Man crosses over CP easily again. CP can't guard anybody. Oh, my God, dude. He's gone by CP the last 4 straight possessions. I just don't know that this is sustainable. Moody baseline hanging layup over Grant Williams, and Clifford's like, well, we're scoring, but we're not getting any stops on them either. So timeout. Steve Clifford, 8:51, and we hit 101 first. I don't know, guys. How concerned are you by the inability of CP to stay in front of anybody? Because that entire sequence, I wrote down all of them that I could just to keep up. Let's see. I'm looking at my notes, which you can't see because it's beyond the 5K character limit, but ever since CP hit the baseline J, it was he couldn't stay in front, so him and Moses got entangled, and that caused a foul by Moses inside against Grant Williams. Then you had man go easily by CP for a bucket. Then you had man go easily by CP again, but Trayce didn't block, but he disrupted Bertans. And then man crossed over CP again for a layup. So that's like 4 straight possessions. Man. So I don't know, man. He's going to be a liability on defense. I mean, I don't know what. That's our weakness right now. And we're going to live and die by it, aren't we? I'm super worried about this. Unless we go zone, then we can go zone. I did not know his point of attack defense was this horrible. Oh, my gosh. There's no way we're keeping him beyond a minimum, veterans minimum. I mean, what I'm seeing with Trey Man going past CP at will, I mean, that's you can't pay more than minimum for that. You would have to be like, Kevin Durant level on offense, or Damian Lillard offense to make up for that, and he's not. So I am not pleased with the CP acquisition now that I've seen what I've seen. But prove me wrong. Brandon Miller just exited limping. This is after they missed a shot. Oh man, I am worried about us going forward. Wherever we end up, playing against the Rockets, head to head, whatever. Coming up next week, 3-ball Steph, no good. The moment CP3 gets subbed out, whenever that is, then I'll have relief. But sheesh. Grant Williams for 3 over Draymond. At least maybe they got Steph in there, so whoever's guarding CP right now, interestingly, foul by Grant Williams on Draymond, and it causes a little bit of chatter in the arena. So I mean, that is interesting, though. He's now guarding Bertans. Just anything where he doesn't have to guard a guy that's going to cross him over, then I'm okay with. We'll see. Draymond, one-on-one, Grant Williams bodies him up real tight. CP in the mid-post, back out to Steph. Foul on Draymond. CP calms him down immediately. Draymond is yelling at the bench. Let me watch this whole play unfold. Why is that? That's a no call. That's a difficult one to call one way or the other. Difficult one. Challenge coming up. Good challenge, man. Good challenge. So Dray versus Grant entanglement. Why not just no call that? Like, nobody got the advantage. Horrible. 101.83, 755. Was this a smart challenge? I think it was. Or is. I think so. Pinky certainly thinks so. Trying to bait him. Hey, Zap. Yeah, it's always Grant and Draymond. But, like, does anybody think they'll fight? Like, nobody thinks that. Like, so not worried about that part. And it's just, to me, it's part of the game. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of comedy, honestly. Oh, yeah, back on CP3. Yeah. Bloomer thinks it's too early to use the challenge. I think part of it is that he asked the bench to challenge that. He's like going like this. Come on, bench. Look at the iPad. What was that? Come on, guys. So, okay. We'll support you on this one. We'll burn a challenge on this one. Should be a no call. Shouldn't it be a no call? Let me ask you guys. What do you think about no call? Just no call that. That's like I'm watching the replay on the screen here. Nobody got an advantage. Just no call that. Come on, ref. What's his name again? Is that Corbin? Could have been nothing. Kalena. Thank you. Sean Corbin. Yep. Well, anyways, Grant Williams. CP can see he can handle those guys. Oh, they called a foul. Now we can't use the challenge. You were right, Bloomer. Oh man, that's a tough one. Let me watch the replay. Oh, that is a horrible call. Horrible. The one time CP stays in front of somebody who, he can stay in front of Grant Williams easily. Wow, CP ghost foul. Golly, Brandon Miller down the lane scores. What a score! That's a no call. He's late getting up. 5-on-4, Chris. Hurry up. Chris. He slowly goes up, finally settles for the jumper, and it's an old man too. Oh my gosh. Did I have the speed on half speed there? That was like slow motion. Hilarious. That was crazy. Oh man. Grant Williams for 3. No good in the corner. Good rebound, Wiggins. Hilarious. Micic fouls Wiggins to get Brandon Miller a sub. That was hilarious. CP3 just like slowly brings it up and then finally settles for the 18-footer. It's a swish. 4.5 against 5 as Brandon Miller just got back. Man, that was a very, very slow unfolding play that was. And here comes Wiggins, finds Draymond. Draymond fakes a handoff to Steph. Jump hook. Good. He made one. Draymond with the layup versus Grant. Trayman. Hey, CP stayed in front and Wiggins got a steal. Holy smokes. I'll mark it down. And Steph gets a 3 out of it. I mean, that's Bruce. I'm giving Chris an unsung play of the game right there. My foot isn't on the neck. It seems like it. I'm just the one thing that worries me that's very crucial to winning. Wow, Nick Richards with a very deliberate reverse layup against Trayce. You didn't think that, most guys get blocked by Trayce with that one, but he scored. Wiggins against Bertans uses his body, fades away for 2. No good. Well, it would have been pretty had he made that, but nope. Micic brings it up, gets a screen from Richards, turns the corner on Chris. No good, but foul on Trayce. Trayce says, I got forearm. Draymond's advocating, but we're out of challenges. Still up 21 with and the comment that I still have up on the screen is old, and that was way back. So that's good. 5:29 to go, up 21. And he hits the first free throw. CP 9 assists. Yep. I ain't got no problem with CP's offense. That's for sure. makes both. Steph will bring it up. Closeout time, 5:25, 5:24, 5:23. One-on-one with gets the screen from Trayce. One-legged fade away from the free throw line, no good. Micic brings it up. Draymond picks him up, gets a screen. Trayce, good closeout. Missed it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Would have been worried after that. So, 3-ball for Wiggins. Nope. Dagger, no good. Trey man again. Somebody stop ball. And kick it over to Micic in the corner, over to Grant Williams. Up top, 3-ball. Shanked it. Trayce rebound. How many rebounds? 8 rebounds. And it's a alley-oop, but Wiggins couldn't finish it. And Micic on the right side finds Nick Richards. Goes right by Draymond. Timeout, Steve Kerr, 17-point lead, 4:26 to go. Wiggins 3 not dropping, but need him on defense. Put in Lester. Sub the starters out with 4:26. I'd go at least one more minute. But I could be wrong. We'll see. Did they make any subs? Play-by-play? You're right. But it's Pajemski. Oh, Steph just missed a 30-footer. Oh, man, I don't want to be spoiled by that. It's just the second unit, I guess. It's not officially the closeout unit. Moody. Yeah, they got CP out of there. All right, so we did pick and roll Steph, wide open, and he missed it. Nick Richards. Oh, but Wiggins. Oh, Brandon got an offensive foul. Really? On the rebound. Let me watch that. Oh, my God. What? That's a ghost foul. Who is that? That is Derek Richardson? No. Oh, the Mark Lindsay. He's all right. And Charlotte throws it away. Micic, another turnover. He's had a few of those. How many? No, just one turnover. Wow. I feel like he's had more, but whatever. Steph loses it, but he gets it in the backcourt. All right. So now we burn about 13 seconds there. Pick and roll Draymond. Gets another shot at it. Missed that one. Trying dagger after dagger. Let's just end that old poll. And it's going to go give and go to Miles Bridges. Hangs in there and scores against his Michigan State alum Dray. Wiggins left side. Over to Draymond. Got to score like 3 more times to put this one away. Over to Wiggins. Left hash mark. Nobody's moving. So he attacks. Finds Moses. There it is. There's your dagger. 3-ball good. 306, 305, 304. Up by 18. Swing it over to Grant Williams. He does not fire the 3. Goes inside Nick Richards. 1-on-1. Draymond scores. Very quiet game by Draymond, even though he does have 8 rebounds and 8 points. Over to Steph, right hash mark. No pick coming. Slings it over to Wiggins on the opposite corner. Spins around. Bye-bye, Miles Bridges. Scores. Beautiful. All enabled by Steph's quick sling pass. and they miss a 3, and we're gonna win this one. Dean Chambers would be like, "It's not over, Rich." Nah, I'm kidding. So Steve calls timeout to get all the starters out. 2:17 officially to go. So bring in Lester, bring in Gee. Looney for Trayce. I don't know. Let's check the play-by-play. Doesn't say anything, but yeah, it's mop-up time. We're gonna win this one. Wow, we're hanging in there. All right, score check. Lakers down by 15, late fourth quarter. Look at Clippers, Orlando. They're tied up, even though Clippers are a little bit too far up the standings, I believe, right? Reload that. Any day now, Safari. Golly, it's the slowest browser on the market. Looney's in there. Yep. Jerome Robinson down the lane. Misses. Oh, BP was there for a rebound, but Looney knocked it out, basically. And so they're going to have a whole bunch of guys who I don't know. Number 10 missed. Over to Looney, down the lane. Pivots a few times, finds Jerome Robinson. Jerome Robinson takes it left-handed. Good. All right, Jerome. Yeah, the Clippers are 18 games over 500. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got a minute and a half to hold them to 95 or under 100. That's what Fitz and Kalina are talking about. We got a minute 15 to go to hold their third straight opponent under 100. That'd be amazing. Jerome Robinson, no good. Tap out BP. Does he get a rebound for that? I think so. 4 rebounds, unless they gave it to Lester. Nope, Lester has 0 offensive rebounds. So Jerome Robinson, no good. Uh-oh. This kid out of the gate. Oh, that's oh no, that's not him. And they're gonna go to the line. Looney fouled oh my gosh. One of these guys, one of these youngsters. And which one is that? McGowan's. McGowan's is at the line because his name is longer than all the other people. Charlotte Hornets, sponsored by Feastables. Never heard of it, but okay. Yeah, where's DVD tonight? Where's everybody tonight? All right. So they've got 97 points, 48 seconds left. Can we milk the shot clock, please? Let's milk it, Lester. Lester, over to Jerome. Oh, he travels, and that wasn't much of a milk of the shot clock. Great. 41 seconds to go. 97 points for Hornets. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's go, Lester. Best dancer on the squad, Lester Quinones. Go check my video. You'll see it. Poke you way up top with Looney. Handoff to Nick Smith dribbles off his foot, so it goes to Poke you. Oh, he launches it. No good, and Looney's too slow to get to it, so Poke you. Oh, they're going to get a wide open 3. No good. Brandon gets the rebound. We're going to win and hold them under 100 again. Amazing. Way to go, youngsters. That was incredible. Great defense, kids. It's fun to see the kids get some run. Wait a minute. Gee didn't play. Did he dress? He didn't even dress. Is he with Santa Cruz? What the hell happened? Let me check my emails for any Santa Cruz Warriors. Why would they? No, they wouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense. They're on the East Coast right now. So yeah, why would you do that? Gee must have just not been on the active list. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, he was a late scratch, so he was probably active, and then they figured out wasn't active. And 13 would be Gee, right? I'm not sure. Strange. Didn't see Gee on the bench. Strange. Yeah, what happened to Gee? Let me do a search. Let's go to Twitter. Actually, let's go here. Where's Twitter at? Oh, here's Poku. Oh, Steph. We're going to get audio by Steph. 7 feet, 190, 3 years. Oh, 17th pick. Here we go.
Got some family here. Got to hang out with Pops and Seth. It's always fun to kind of relive the childhood a little bit and, kind of go through all the memories and the sights and sounds that I'm used to. And I know at some point I'll come back here not as a player, so I got to cherish every opportunity to get each year.
Steph, what do you have to say about your road defense as a team, and you individually? I mean, you were incredible tonight, all over the place. You had deflections, you got the steal, but you're kind of setting the tone with your energy on that side of the floor. But defensively, holding a team under 100 again.
It's the recipe to win on the road. We know that, and if we can defend at a high level. Even as slow as the first quarter was offensively, eventually you'll get to be able to break the game open with our shooting and our attack and our movement offensive. But defensively, we have to be able to set the tone early on the road and make teams feel us. We did that in Orlando. We did that in Miami. We did it in Minnesota too, even though we couldn't get to the finish line. Obviously, did it tonight.
What do you think about being 13-3 in your last 16 road games? After last year with the weird 11 road wins, 13-3 on the road? What a stretch.
We might need to stay in a hotel in San Francisco and act like it's a road game, like they do in football. Stay in the hotel the night before. I don't know what it is about the road Warriors. We've kept our season alive, with our road performance. So it means a lot, and we're gonna have what it's looking like. We're gonna have to do that to get into the playoffs. So something to rely on.
And Steph, it's been kind of like a season-long process, getting Wiggins super active, keeping him aggressive, keeping him assertive with the ball screens. You're setting them, but now you got all the wings seemingly playing well, with Moses Moody playing well. Hopefully, Kuminga comes back from that tendonitis playing well. But what's it been like for you figuring out how to get your guys going? Obviously, we know you can get yours, but I mean, obviously, the more guys that are firing all cylinders, especially the wings, the better for you.
Yeah, the way teams guard us, they're going to try to press up on me and Klay, take away some of our pet actions. But with those driving lanes, their aggressiveness, their athleticism, like you said, their ability to fill it up from all over the floor, it all just is about a mindset that they're going to be assertive and will their way into nights like they've had. Like Wiggs has had in Orlando. I said after the game, he won us that game. By the way, he was attacking, especially in that fourth quarter. And tonight, the same. JK's been doing it for a good stretch of the year. So we need them to do what they do, be aggressive, and and allow the space, to put them in position to be successful.
I thought you were going to knock some chairs over again after you won tonight.
I got that aggression out of Orlando.
All right,
this
so
is a little easier tonight.
So our spies told us there was, you won the Celebrity Golf Championship and you beat your dad and your brother. But there was a little 9 holes yesterday. Who won between Dell and Wardell?
Well, Wardell Sr. and Wardell II were a team against young Seth Curry, he's on the golf power rankings in the family. He's climbing the ladder pretty quick. He took the money home yesterday, so
He took the money home?
yeah, we'll see.
Man.
We'll let him have it while it's in season.
Curry's golf defeat swerves his win over Charlotte the next night. Steph, we appreciate you stopping, man. Great game. And that 3 right before the half meant a lot more than just 3 points. It seemed to kind of light the fuse for the second half.
Yes, sir. Nice to win here. It's been a minute, so on to the next.
Well, I'll leave you with this one. You guys had lost 5 straight in Orlando, got to win. You had lost 4 straight here in Charlotte, got to win.
Ooh, that
Streak busters.
I knew that. I didn't know the exact numbers, but I had that feeling. So it's nice to be on the right side of this road trip right
All
now.
right. Wardell the Deuce, we appreciate you stopping. Thanks
Yes,
so much.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. That is Stephen Curry. They win.
All righty. Wow, Utah doesn't have Clarkson. What's wrong with Clarkson? Is he hurt? Hope he's not hurt. Let me look him up. Jordan Clarkson. Oh, wow. It's hard to look up. Hoops Hype, Jordan Clarkson, rumors. Out due to left SI pain, whatever that means. Lower left back soreness. Oh, Dell beat Wardell in golf. Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, let me check for the link. Duh. Hope to have it. Always sucks when they don't have it. Yeah, they don't have it. Dina gone. Same? No, wait. Scroll to the right. Nope. I guess Charlotte doesn't have the resources in their arena for that or something of that nature. Don't know. That sucks. Kai is Filipino? Oh, Soto. I thought you meant Kai Jones. Isn't he slow, though? Kai Soto's slow. All right, well, we're going to have to rely on the TV broadcast for this. Whoa. They went away from the post game and they went to the Giants game. Pre-game live. Okay. With Laura Britt and Randy Wynn. Oh, it's on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus. All right. Where am I going to find that? Do I even have that? Oh, man. Let me just type that in. Oh, there it is. Okay. What channel is that? How do I find it? Oh, it's going to be a pain in the butt to find it on this one. I got to type it in on the TV. That sucks, man. Let's see. Live. Giants pregame. No, that's not it. Way, way, way too many channels. Why am I doing it this way? Yeah, this is not the best way to do this. Where's my magnifying glass? There it is. NBC. Top picks. NBC Plus. Let's do that. No. Now and upcoming. Hate this. This sucks. Oh, there it is. Okay, sure. Top picks now and upcoming. Warriors post game. 6:30. Okay, gotcha. Okay, good thing I was listening to Laura Britt tell me the instructions on that one. So we're good. All right, Slater says, won 3 straight. Held the Heat, Magic, and Hornets to 92, 93, and 97. Yep. So got that. Ron Tardif. That's a new name. What's up? Okay. Good to have you. Yep. Sacramento lost Herder for the season per Woj. On Twitter. NBA League Pass. I don't have League Pass. Let's see here. Oh, that sucks. All right. League Pass. Stanford women are in trouble. Oh, that sucks. Alexander is out. Oh, Shea. I'm like, who the heck is Alexander? Shea Gilgis Alexander. Celtics fan. Let's go Kiki. What is that in reference to? Stanford? Oh, Pinky. They got to show the Giants game, yeah. Yep, League Pass. Okay, so you got League Pass. Good for you guys. Got League Pass. Oh, the Stanford Center. All right. What else should we do? I guess just wait for Steve. Let's check Twitter for any news. Other than Slater, which Arbel already mentioned. We might need to stay in a hotel in San Francisco. Seriously, why not? Just do it. You know Joe Lacob would do anything to win. Clippers won. By 3. Oh, that's too bad. Neymar goes to another Heat game. And Neymar. People were saying that's DJ Khaled, and it's totally not. It's just one of his friends. And he was on social media because I saw it on Neymar's, and then he linked that guy, and he was all pissed. He was pissed that they thought he was Khaled. Hilarious. Santa Cruz is in Remix. What is Remix? G League Remix. What kind of team is that? Rip City. What's Rip City? Oh, that's Portland. Guy flew all the way to Portland from Miami. There he is. Well, they thought they'd have Klay tonight. Way to pull that one out without any Klay. Okay. What else we've got here? Oh, Luke is in Sacramento. Steph GIF. I can hear the rain falling here in the Bay. (13-3) on their last 16 road games, man. That's crazy. Trayce Jackson Davis, 18-8. What else is going on? Pacers beat the Lakers. LA won 5 straight. Wow. Draymond almost kicked Grant Williams in the groin. That would have been hilarious and probably disastrous at the same time. Oh, boy. Oh, what else is going on? Is there sound to this?
Obviously, a lot of familiar faces in the.
That's not the exact TV broadcast, or is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I don't recall that angle, but whatever. Okay, what else we got? GP2 with the congratulations. Looks like the A's are going to play in Sacramento, huh? And what else? There's JD. And Trayce Jackson Davis gets the radio call. Let's check that one out. SoundCloud Warriors. See if he's on there. Nope. Steve with 7 minutes 53 seconds on the pregame. All right. Oh, that shot by Eason, Tari Eason. Yeah, Draymond talked about it. Okay. What else is going on? The Rockets. Yeah, I guess I'll have to put on the Rockets pretty soon. Oh, cool, Ron. Good to have you, man. Yeah, Northern Maine. Crazy. Hey, one of my friends lives in New Hampshire, which is somewhat close to there. Do you live near Stephen King, the horror writer? sets all of his stories in Maine, which I think is awesome. Last book I read was The Mist, but that was eons ago. And he's written probably 20 books since then. Klay won't play Sunday? Well, I don't know. How would you know? We are 26-20 with Dray. And, oh, where'd you get that? All right, I think we're actually 13-19 without Draymond, and that includes the other night, and it includes the night before that. Well, whatever, how many nights ago before that, when he did play, but then his back locked up on him. Oops. Oh, geez. It's hard to copy and paste on this. Oh, was The Shining set in the main? I want to say yeah, but I'm not sure, honestly. Oh, thanks, man. Wow, right on the Canadian border. That's crazy. Must be a very nice scenery out there. Let's put this comment up there. Let's do this. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I got to go through my screenshots of cool comments all season at some point and save some of these. Grand Isle, Maine. Oh. What was it? How often do I cover NBA games? Well, cover Warriors, obviously, because we're called Let's Go Warriors. But if we get knocked out, then just like last year, we'll cover certain games every now and then, depending on whoever's playing. So we'll see. But here's Steve, okay? Steve Kerr post game right here.
I just liked the aggressiveness, liked the connection. We had 35 assists, and guys really did a good job of sharing the ball and creating good scoring opportunities for each other. And I thought the defense was pretty good for the most part. So another good road win.
3 straight games, opponents that threw 100 points. What's putting you on the defensive end of the floor right now?
Well, Wiggs is playing great. He put a lot of pressure on the ball again tonight, which is important for us. And I like the Draymond Trayce combination, having Trayce as a shot blocker. He had 3 of them tonight with Draymond, kind of playing middle linebacker back there. That's a good combination. So it's a different look for us, but it's been effective.
Klay with a late scratch with right knee soreness,
Yeah.
I believe. It's similar thing as to Jonathan, and I guess when did it come up? Is it a long-term concern?
He said he felt it a little bit in the Orlando game, and he thought he was going to be fine. But during warm-ups, pregame, it kind of stiffened up on him. And Rick worked with him on the table before the game, and decided it was not a good idea for him to play.
TBD for Santa.
Yeah, we'll see.
Going back to the combination of Trayce and Draymond, I mean, obviously you touched on how good the quality of your offense was tonight, but what did you think of the shots you guys got when those two were out there paired together?
We got some good shots. I mean, Chris was great, 9 assists. Playing Chris with Trayce is always a good thing, with that lob threat that Trayce provides, and, Chris running pick and roll. And then, Draymond, he's used to being a 4-man in this league. He's obviously shot the ball really well this year, but he's so smart in terms of creating shots, even if there's not as much space, just dribble handoffs and with his screening and keeping the ball, off a fake DHO, all that stuff. Draymond's really clever, so we can make up for some of the lack of spacing. If he's at the 4 with Trayce at the 5.
Coach, how did you think Steph played, and also that Draymond and Grant Williams interaction? What did you see there? What did you
Steph. This is what Steph does every night, so nothing jumped out. Even though he made several, spectacular plays, both passes and shots. But this is what he does night after night. The Draymond Grant Williams thing was nothing. They just got tangled up, and if it wasn't Draymond, you wouldn't even be asking me that. So not a big deal.
Do you look at the road wins you've had this year as something that plays in April and May?
Yeah, I mean, we've been better on the road than at home. It's bizarre. A year ago, it was the complete opposite. We were 33-8 at home and 0-41 on the road, or so. So who knows? I mean, it's hard to explain these things, but. The main thing is we're playing well right now. We're in a pretty good groove. Wiggs, this is the best Wiggs has been all year. Trayce is coming into his own. Gary Payton looks fantastic. So, we're coming along well. And obviously we're in a fight with a lot of teams. The West is just loaded this year. And a year ago, I think we probably had a similar record. I think we ended up 43-39. We were the 6th seed. This year we could end up with a better record and be the 10th seed. So the league is just loaded. The West in particular is just loaded. All right.
Okay. Wonder who else we'll get. Hold on one second. You know what? Let's listen to Steve pregame, see what he had to say.
JK out again tonight. What's the level of concern for his knee? You said it was tendonitis.
Yeah, so he came over here this morning and went through a workout and still had some pain. So he'll be out tonight, and it's just day to day.
How's the last couple of days been, just with everything that happened with Draymond's ejection and just kind of moving forward from that? How's that going so far?
Fine. Yeah. I mean, Draymond and I talk every single day, and we had a good conversation. And I know there's a ton of media coverage because that's the nature of it with our team and with Draymond, and he knows that. And bottom line is he knows he let the team down, and we talk all the time about finding that balance. We want him to play with that edge, but we want him to keep in control. And he didn't stay in control. So he knows that. Thankfully, we won. Had we lost, I would tell you it would be a lot tougher for him. But we won the game, and he knows he crossed the line, and I'm very confident he'll be much better and ready to roll tonight and the last 10 games of the year.
I think it was after the Minnesota game. I'm not mistaken that you were saying you can't ride Steph every single
right.
Have enough on his plate already. Over the last 2 games, and how have you seen different guys kind of try and step up and help Steph, and just how have you seen that go about throughout the entire season when there hasn't always been that clear number 2 guy to support Steph?
Yeah, I mean, everybody on this team is competing and trying to do everything possible to help us win, to help Steph. So it's not as simple as, we got to have this guy, score this many points or whatever. It's just a matter of us playing hard and competing and doing the little things, taking care of the ball and rebounding and, defending the paint, keeping people off the foul line. If we do that, then I think we feel good about any one of a number of our guys coming in and on any given night and scoring and supporting, the production that Steph gives us.
Andrew was obviously super effective on Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, attack mode, big fourth.
Every day is Wednesday in the NBA.
Yeah. Just what did you like about the shots that he got, the looks that he got, and how he took advantage of those opportunities?
Well, he scored in a variety of ways. He had a couple of post buckets. He attacked downhill on high screen and rolls, and then he made a couple of catch and shoot threes. So there was great variety to his game. And biggest thing was just the activity level at both ends. Just played with a ton of energy and juice. And I think he had the ball in his hands more often in that game because of our injuries and absences. And, it was a good reminder to me, I've got to do a better job in the games of making sure he's getting more touches, more, downhill attacks, that sort of thing.
A couple weeks ago, we talked a lot about how closely you watch the standings and kind of check all those every day. Is that still the case, and especially with the Rockets doing all they can to overtake it? Are you especially doing
of course?
And I know you guys are one game at a time, so you might not be able to answer this, but in a couple games you do go to Houston. Is there like a goal you have or something you'd like to see heading into that game, knowing it could be a really big shift?
Honestly, no. We just, focus on tonight's game, and we know that every game is crucial. So let's go win tonight, and we'll look at the scoreboard later and worry about the next game after that.
Coach, I asked Coach Clifford, just besides Steph's skill and his ability to shoot, what would be maybe his second biggest attribute? And he honestly said, even besides his skill, is his mental toughness, his competitiveness. Would you say the same thing when it comes to Steph? He's
a killer competitor, and it sometimes it goes unnoticed because of the joy that he brings to the arena, the exuberance that he plays with, the celebrations on the sidelines for his teammates. Like, I think, that's one of the reasons everybody connects with him, because they see his humanity. But the combination of that with the killer competitiveness is what makes him who he is. The guy is, winning is everything to him. And what makes him unique is he understands what goes into winning, not just the basketball stuff, but the human stuff, the way he supports his teammates, the way he cheers for his guys, the way he backs people up in the media. Like literally when if you could sort of design a human being to be a professional athlete and just create that person in a lab, you'd end up with Steph Curry. He relates to everybody, and it's genuine. He's got a worldwide fan base that I think connects with him because he's relatable. You know, they look at him and they think, you know, maybe I could do that, even though they can't. There's no way they could. But they, you know, his magic is that he kind of looks, you know, like normal person, you know, like maybe we could do that, you know, and no, you can't, but you can keep believing. But he understands that. He knows his audience, you know, and he understands the power that he has in such a beautiful way, the way he impacts people's everyday life, just whether it's signing an autograph or you know, saying hello to someone, the way he carries himself. He connects people. He connects the world. And it's amazing to watch him every day.
Given all that, how frustrating is it to see?
Okay, we'll come back to that because Trayce went on the podium. So let's go to Trayce real quick. And give me a second.
I think just our shell. Everyone's engaged. I feel like to start out the game, our engagement on the floor, talking, and then that carries over for the rest of the game. So we have a good start on the defensive end. I feel like that just continues for us.
What about the pairing between you and Draymond?
Yeah, he's helped me a lot on the defensive end of the floor, in screens, where to go in the offense, and stuff of that nature. And so being able to be beside him, take the load off of him a little bit, I feel like we interchange pretty well.
I'll talk about the, I think, first Richardson.
Yeah, me and CP talked about it afterwards. He was like, thought I threw it too high, but got the sneaky bunny, so went up and got it. But I think it was a perfect pass. So,
What do you feel like, just a big picture? I mean, whether you're not sure the ball, what quick offense did that?
I feel like just playing, getting the right shot, getting the open shot. I feel like they ice everything. So getting guys downhill like Wiggs was huge for us again tonight. CP leading it too. And then just sharing the ball and ball movement.
What dynamic is most presented his last game before he's been able to do?
He's huge for us. I remember watching film this morning. We talked about just his impact in the game and being in and out of the rotation. But every time he comes into the rotation, he brings energy and he's always ready to play. And that's huge for us. He might only be 21, but he plays like a seasoned vet. So.
Hold on. Did he say sneaky bunnies? Oh my God. Let's replay that. Where's the sound?
Great offense. Two matchups. The Warriors hold on Orb to under 100
I'll check it later.
They held them under 90 there. Third straight game the Warriors have held an opponent.
Because there's no way to get rid of that sound. Actually, there is. All right, let's figure this out. Let me mute that. Go back to Trayce. Let's see here.
Excellent. Yeah, me and CP talked about it afterwards. He was like, thought I threw it too high, but got the sneaky bunny, so went up and got it.
I got the sneaky bunnies. Oh my God. Wow. That's hilarious. I got the sneaky bunnies. That's funny. I got the sneaky bunnies. The lost. All right, let me check the media database for if we got the whole post game or not. Nope. Let me check another place. Nope. So we wait. Oh, we can go back to, sorry, the last question or two.
People on TV talk about his leadership in moments like Draymond this weekend, earlier this week too.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything the last couple of days, but I understand that is a topic. But it's more of a reminder to me of just the coverage and the how dense the coverage is. Two meanings of the word dense. Density. There's a lot of density in the coverage, so people are going to take different angles. And then there's some really dense takes out there. Like, come on. Like that's really dumb. But that's the nature of kind of the world we're living in right now. There's, where there's going to be shows and stuff where, producer says, all right, you say that Steph's a great leader and you say he's a horrible leader. And we're on, let's go. And we're all looking at it like, what the are we talking about? Right. So it's all part of it. You just got to deal with it. Thank you.
All right. Whoa. Yeah. All right, Steve. Way to jab back, but nobody covers pregame, so nobody will hear that. Like, not even NBC covered it today. I would cover it. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a lot of work to set that up. I don't see anything on Twitter that's really that relevant to us. So let's check some of these scores. OKC looks like they're going to beat Phoenix. They're up by 23 at the moment. And we're going to wait for another person to go on the podium, another Warrior. Whether that's Steph with 23 points or they already got Trayce. Probably get Andrew up there. That's 2 straight good games. And maybe Moody. Chris Paul had 11, 7, and 9, guys. If it wasn't Draymond, you wouldn't even be asking me that. Yeah, was that pregame or postgame? I forgot. I think it's postgame, right? See. Oh, right. They asked him about Grant. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to find this.
It's not a good idea for him to play.
Santa, TBD for Santa.
Yeah, we'll see.
Going back to the combination of Trayce and Draymond, I mean, obviously you touched on how good the quality of your offense was tonight, but what did you think of the shots you guys got when those two were out there paired together?
We got some good shots. I mean, Chris was great. 9 assists. Playing Chris with Trayce is always a good thing. With that lob threat that Trayce provides, and Chris running pick and roll, and then Draymond. He's used to being a 4-man in this league. He's obviously shot the ball really well this year, but he's so smart in terms of creating shots, even if there's not as much space. Just dribble handoffs and with his screening and keeping the ball, off a fake DHO, all that stuff. Draymond's really clever, so we can make up for some of the lack of spacing. If he's at the 4 with Trayce at the 5.
Coach, how did you think Steph played, and also that Draymond and Grant Williams interaction? What'd you see there?
Steph. This is what Steph does every night, so nothing jumped out. Even though he made several, spectacular plays, both passes and shots. But this is what he does night after night. The Draymond Grant Williams thing was nothing. They just got tangled up, and if it wasn't Draymond, you wouldn't even be asking me that. So not a big deal.
And that sounded like it was a Charlotte reporter, or there's a couple new Warriors beat writers that I'm not as familiar with. One is Sam Gordon, but he tends to ask his questions earlier. Still might have been him. And then the other one is, Danny Emmerman of San Jose Mercury, who replaced Shayna Rubin, unfortunately. I wish there was another woman there so that there'd be a different voice that's kind of easier to pick out. So the new beat writer is Danny Emmerman. So, just by the sheer numbers of reporters in there, harder to pick out when it's him talking because I don't know his voice as well. Nicole's going to make Steve Curry a ring. Yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking, why don't we watch some of the behind the scenes from Orlando while we wait for the next person to come on. And then this one has really good team bus. Actually, let's go to Miami real quick, and we'll go to the end of this. Wait till you see the end of this with the team bus. It's really cool. Here's your hometown, Nicole. Look at that. Kaseya Center. Is it like 80 degrees? 80 degrees over there, Nicole?
Curry tiene más fan aquí que los Heat. Increíblemente. Curry.
There's Klay. Team bus. And then GP2. GP2 is awesome.
Let me get your tank top.
Let me get your tank top. It's hilarious.
Kyrie, please. CP, show the face. Kyrie, please. Thank you, appreciate it. Love you. Thank you, man.
I don't know if we're going to get somebody else on the podium because they're doing this funny thing on NBC. Oh, let's go back to Orlando. A lot of really good highlights.
Isso aí ó, mostrando que é brasileiro, ó. Não tá... Jogador brasileiro do Golden State.
This is tricky because CP got so much influence, especially on like my age kids.
Let's check stuff. They're still doing the Judge Laura thing. I don't like. That's just entertainment. That's just like ESPN, pardon the interruption or what have you. So that's boring as heck. So let's just keep playing this in the background while I check around for stuff.
Number 32, Trayce At center, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. Number 11, Klay Thompson. And at the other guard, number 30, Steph Curry.
It's magic time in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On these, I always like to look at the other team's intros. I always think they're cool. And then you always got Brandon Pajemski. And then Trayce is always rebounding for him, so that's kind of cute. And Trayce got his uniform on. He took off his jacket because it's hot in Florida, I guess, not as cold in that arena. So it's kind of cool to watch that. Oh, and the mascot name is Stuff, the Magic Dragon. Stuff. Instead of Puff.
And now, stand here.
I don't know if the video processing made it blurry or not. Sadly, I might need to do an Instagram post for this, but check out Lester when he does when Lester does his handshake with Draymond. Pretty cool. Okay, so here's Lester, right? Draymond's gonna come up. It's the problem with the video is that you got to reprocess it, and it ruins the resolution on that. But that one's pretty hilarious how they go like this. Oh man, it's funny. I'll have to post that one on Instagram. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get any post game.
Magic alumni Jason Williams, Richard Lewis, and Terrence Ross at Starry Hoops Madness this Saturday, March 30th from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Compete in the Starry three-point contest for your shot.
Here's a replay of it. Watch Gary.
Get out of here.
That's too bad. Let's refresh the post game.
How to open your car door while submerged underwater. A fatal construction flaw in all recent automobiles makes it.
Here's BP is asking Steph, oh, should I take it out? Oh, we got Steph at the podium. All right, so hold on. So he'll probably be the last one. So just Trayce and Steph. So let's see. Here we go with that. And Wardell. Good thing, because I was going to log off, but this is probably the last one.
It makes it even more special. I think kind of booking it like the first couple of times. You get to play here, and then knowing at this stage, probably count on one hand how many more times I get to come back. So it's definitely fun. A lot of familiar faces in the crowd. Getting to see family and all that. It's nice to actually win here. It's been a minute since we did that, so it's a great night all the way around, and something I still look forward to for sure.
I think we did a 4-game losing streak here. What was the key tonight to kind of turn it better? I think last time you said you were trying to do too much. Did you feel that way tonight, or did you feel like this was a different situation?
I remember last game, last year, I was down the stretch. I called it hero ball, and trying to go for the dagger shots. And the crowd can energize you in the best of ways, and sometimes in the worst of ways, in the sense of making you play a little different. And even in Charlotte when we played them, they have a kind of what's the word? Kind of a feisty defense in the way that they try to take away some of our actions and stuff. And so the first quarter, I didn't really get many shots just because the ball was moving and we were getting easy looks. So just settling into the game was nice, and eventually I got some clean ones, and we got the win.
Does it feel any different for you, Steph, now that you're outnumbered 2-1 with Dale? So,
Yeah, it was awesome in the Bay to play against Seth in the Hornet uniform. It's unfortunate he's still dealing with the ankle stuff. Didn't get to play against him here, but it's still very surreal for sure. Just to know that one of us got to play here and wear the number 30 and the pinstripes and all that. So I definitely am appreciative of well, I guess I enjoy the experience of knowing that there's a huge Curry presence in the Hornet organization, and obviously tonight I get to join the party.
I was looking too far forward because I think you probably have a fall career after the game's done. But seeing your dad on the side there calling games, is that something you can see in your future?
I don't even know. It's not really on the radar, but I don't know if he when he was in his basketball career at whatever stage, if he thought that would be something he'd want to do or even love to do or have the opportunity to do. So who knows? We'll see.
Cheers, Q1.
Okay, hold on a second. We got to do unsung plays. Forgot. I have some unsung plays for you, so we don't have to go around looking for them. I already have them figured out. Two minutes 52 in Q2. Trayce had a block. Let me see if it helped out stopping their momentum. Let's see. Would have been 43-30. Uh, 5-point lead. So it would have been a 3-point lead if Trayce hadn't blocked Grant Williams there. And then Moses got a corner three after many, many passes with 10 minutes to go. So that was early on. And, it's good to establish that ball movement right here. Becomes 13-point lead. Q2. Throw those up there just to speed it up a little bit. Jordan was paying his dad too. What is that? Who's Jordan? Oh, game ball. I think Trayce. Trayce Jackson Davis. All those offensive rebounds and those bunny hops. And what I'll call pogo sticking. Just jumping around, jumping. Just like pretty cool stuff by Trayce. Oh, Jordan. Oh, Jordan paid Dell. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. What else is there to do? Let me check the database to see if they uploaded any of the ones. No. And then I can check one other place and then one other place after that. Nothing there. And then nope. Well, let's get some more votes and then we'll probably call it a night. Let me look at the votes. How we doing? I'm going to guess less than 20. 11 votes. That's it. Oh, no. Well, the point of attack by CP3, that was a good one. I'm glad he finally came through on the defense against Trayman. So we might be all right, you know. I know CP, as Bruce was saying earlier, before he logged off for during that time, Bruce was like, "Oh man, you got your foot on CP3's neck," and yeah, I was heavily criticizing the 4 straight point of attack blow-bys by Trayman. 2 of them were scores, and I think 2 of them were scores by Trayman, and the other 2 were kickouts for a bucket. So CP was getting beaten badly there, and you always try to see if you can translate. Can you translate that to the rest of the regular season? Can you translate that to the play-in? Can you translate that to a 7-game series? Well, the stop that he finally got on Trayman, eventually that might be translatable into a playoff series. You never know. So, or a play-in game. So, okay, my faith is a bit restored, therefore. And so I'm glad. Excuse me, it's really cold here. I'm glad to be proven wrong. Dray almost served scrambled eggs. What does that mean? Oh, well. Dashix. At least we solved that before you got out of here. Well, yeah, so shoot, I don't see any post-game information coming out, but I don't know. We could call it a night. Yeah, I think we call it a night. We'll end the poll at some point, but Rockets lose. I hope so. Let's refresh. Why does it say 4-2? It's stuck on 4-2. That means I got to go to ESPN. Come on, NBA. Sheesh, man. 36-26 Jazz. Let's hope so. Oh, test comment. Okay. Let me do a test. What else? So the next live is going to be, let's update the standings. Five games over 500. Hey, look, all three of these teams lost. Crazy. Oh, cool. Tofu. What is that? Okay, so what else am I doing? All right, so the next live is, today's Friday, it's Sunday, March 31st. Oh man, we're gonna be in April pretty soon. Hey, Sunday's Easter? When was the last time Easter was in March? That's crazy. I guess because it's a leap year, huh? I don't know. But I've always remembered what the heck? What was that? Someone just told NBC Sports Bay Area, this is stupid. This is something. Betty Fellows. Who the hell's Betty Fellows? We got to figure this out, guys, before we get out of here. We got drama. Democrat. Okay, replies. "7:05 p.m. Huh. She just said this is stupid. Okay, whatever. She actually follows me, so I don't know what that is. Chris Paul. Maybe he's in the locker room, but Danny Emmerman has a quote from Chris Paul. Here's Steph. But we saw some of that. Five minutes ago. How long was this? 32 seconds. Here it is. Danny Emmerman, Chris Paul, and Moses Moody. He's just the pro, man. You have guys that go hoop days in between games or in the morning of the game. Mo may not be in the rotation, so he'll hoop in the morning, thinking he may not be part of the rotation. Then game time will come, and coach will be like, "You're starting." He just stays ready. He stays ready. You got to appreciate someone like Mo, because a lot of guys would be pouting, "I ain't ready. I played this morning," or whatnot. But he stays ready. He's one of my favorite teammates in my whole career. Wow. Wow. Let's link that. Put that in here. Dylan Brooks got ejected. That's hilarious. So okay. Almost time to go. Throw that in my Discord channel. And yeah, Sunday's game is at 4 o'clock. GSW at SAS. I know, turn on the heater. Yeah, I just don't have the family room with any heaters. I have it over there. I should be all right. Got a lot of water here, so staying hydrated. And And yeah, one last check of the SoundCloud. They don't have it on the audio, then they don't have it. Oh, Miles Bridges. All right. Oh, Chris Paul post came. Okay. Got a little bit. Let's listen to Chris Paul real quick.
Chris Paul's put on the headset. Down on the floor. Chris, can you hear us? What's happening? First of all, we know it's a homecoming for Steph every time we come here. And this is the first time we've had you here. What's it like getting back home?
It's always nice. Always nice to be here with my family. My parents, my grandparents, coaches, classmates. I mean, when I was younger, I used to have to get 400 tickets when I came here.
400.
That's a big dent on the credit card.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, tell me where you think the club is now. It just seems that the level of intensity on the defense is raised up, and it just seems like you guys, it may not be the most artistic wins you're putting together, but they're good, hard-nosed wins.
Yeah, we're playing hard, and that's half the battle, but we talked about it at halftime. We just got to keep playing smarter. Our defense is getting better and better, and I think we just got to keep trusting and keep building and keep putting it together.
When you are on the floor and you look at some of these guys that are trying to, figure out their way around the NBA, like Trayce Jackson-Davis, Moses Moody, what do you see with those two?
Man, they play hard. They listening, and I think they're getting a chance to see how long the season is and how hard it is to be great. When you're trying to be the best, you got to be you got to be really good consistently, night in and night out, and that's what those guys are striving for.
Why is the pick and roll for time immemorial one of the toughest plays to stop in this game?
Because, man, this game, there's no defense for 3 seconds, so the court is open. It's space, and I think when we out there with shooters or whatnot, I've been playing that pick and roll my whole life. So we figure that out, and we figure out off-the-ball movement. I think we're tough to stop.
Yeah, we ran the soundbite today. We were saying you were running the flex at age 11. I would love that. That's an amazing thing. Hey, I wanted to tell you something before I let you go. And you had to step in tonight, start for Klay, 11 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds as well, which is a really good night at work.
5 turnovers, though.
I know, but that's, you're playing at home and a little anxious. Everybody gets that way. But I looked up, you are the leading scorer all time for NBA players who hail from the state of North Carolina. How about that?
Oh, how Steph? Oh, okay.
Yeah, all time.
Oh,
so,
I mean, I just played a long time.
Yeah, but that means you've been around and everybody wants you around for a long time. Hey, Chris, go enjoy your family and friends. Thank you for sharing some time with us. Congratulations on the win. And again, a winning road trip and a chance to go 4-1 on Sunday.
No doubt. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right.
Chris Paul, our guest, Warriors with the win tonight.
Well, there's some more Steph Curry. So let's see if there's anything different in this one. Here's Steph. Don't know if it's repeated or not.
Third quarter as well. So Steph feeling it a little bit, and we have a little bit more podium sound left from him. So let's get to the rest of Steph's comments.
Yeah, thoughts all the time. But no, I want to stay in the Bay, and that's something I've talked about. There's a curiosity of what it would be like to play here, for sure. I feel like I asked Seth a lot of questions just about what it's like to be back here, just because you're so familiar with the city, with the history of the organization. I'm sure he's getting calls for tickets every single night. That's probably a little overwhelming, but yeah, that's it.
March Madness going on right now. Like, how's it all back in at the opportunity?
My bracket is trash, which I'm pretty sure is everybody and most people's experience at this point. So I do shout out to my cousin Steve Snell, who's coaching for NC State, and his son Jordan's on the team. And no, they just got to win, and they're in the Elite Eight now. So I have some family in the tournament, so I'm rooting for them for sure. But other than that, I'm just a fan.
Richardson, Seth, you joined your dad today, broadcast. That's an Alex to look a bit. First, are you jealous of that? And second of all, I think you mentioned that he was better than you in video games and chess growing up. Is that true?
Both are true. Yeah. Both are true. He's even trying to catch up now on the golf course. He's gotten a lot better out there. I have to go back and listen to it for sure to see what the energy was like on the broadcast. That's cool. I'm out there on the floor, those two guys talking, so pretty special.
How was it during my back?
It was important. We need him. He said it last game, and for us to try to finish the season strong and give ourselves the best shot, not only in the standings, but with the way that we're playing and the energy that's building up towards hopefully being in the plan. Like, we just want an opportunity, and he's a huge part of that. So need him on the floor.
What did you see from that pairing him and Trayce from court tonight? How'd you like to score that play?
There's been they've been the starting lineup the last two with JK out, and even a couple of weeks before, like seen them get some run together. They, Trayce is really figuring it out with his energy, like where to be defensively. Obviously being a live threat, he's getting offensive rebounds, and he helps Draymond because when Draymond's making a read on the play on the ball or help side or whatever it is, he knows he has that presence behind him, which is huge. So he's coaching him up and trying to help him continue to get better on that end of the floor, and it gives us obviously more size, which is helpful from to have different looks.
After that system of loss, Steve was saying how you can't just ride Steph. Jenna, that's an organization for the last 15 years. You can't just head off to 100% of the time. Do you feel like how does your workload feel different about all this season, given the context, what you guys are trying to do right now in years past?
I think, just the numbers. Like somebody told me I play more minutes this year than I have since like 2016, 17. I think the last, besides the year I hurt my hand, I've had like some random injuries that kept me out for like 4 weeks at a time, or I had 2 of them last year. I had the one at the end of the 2022 season, so I don't want to be hurt, obviously, but it's nice that I've been able to be available for, more of the season than years past. You change up a little bit in terms of your off-court routine for recovery and stuff like that, but other than that, it's just do what you need to do to help your team win. Like, I don't really need a violin, to say, well, it's me, I'm playing too much. It's never that. Until we don't have any more games to play, like I feel like I'll be ready to go.
I don't think so.
All right. I think that's it. I was checking around for more stuff, but could not find it still. And so, yeah. I mean, we extended this live just a little bit more by having Chris Paul and more of Steph there. And in my notes, I guess I forgot to mention that Guy Santos is in Portland with the Santa Cruz Warriors, so he wasn't available today to mop up the game. So we close on that, and yeah, I think that's it. So next live, again, already wrote that previously. There's the next live. Let's look here. And we might just end up with 24 votes for the unsung play of the night. My unsung play, probably with the Chris Paul point of attack defense on man, which led to the Wiggs steal, which led to the Steph 3 dagger game over. I probably would have voted for that. Just because I've been hard on CP3 lately. You guys know that. And that's where we are. So speaking of Portland, oddly enough, where Guy Santos is right now. Here we go. This is where I filmed it. Portland. Okay. Let's go Warriors. Take care, everybody. Take care, RJ. Amy, Cholo, Dean, Aloha. Jalen Brunson has 59 points. Amy. I ran the flex. All right. Take care, guys. Brate. Don't want to forget. Brate. Decky. See you in less than 48 hours. So 44 hours.